Okay, welcome back to PyraPOD with SolaRoof. Yeah, this session I'm going to present a design that Richard, Young, and me, three of us, doing. Basically, this is for Gary in LA. He's in California, where water shortage is situation is very severe, and so because of that, he's concerned about the water loss through evaporation. Right, he has a swimming pool that is 20 feet in diameter. So it's one of those. There's several kinds right out there. People just simply buy the set it up on the lawn, right? It's above surface, swimming pool. That's the quickest one. You can set it up, right? Um, and if you don't want it, you can take the part, right? So that kind of swimming pool, right? And so he want a cover, a shelter, actually a shade, right, to cover this swimming pool, so that can reduce the water loss, right, through evaporation, and also to cool down the whole thing, and also make it beautiful, right? It's a swimming pool, like just a quick setup swimming pool. It doesn't look that good. It just it feel the same, right? You get inside, right? Because you are so you can swim, in the water, right? Like our PyraPOD design. So so for that reason, you want to do this, right? So so we came up with this design. Before it was a PyraPOD 8, right? It's the octagon, right? But then his swimming pool is round, right? It's actually 20-sided. It's almost round, right? But with octagon, it's the two shape is very similar, right? So then when Richard said, oh well, we could even use a PyraPOD, right? A four, square base, right? To use square to go with the round, that's a perfect match, right? And so as you can see, this is the view from the top, right? So the four legs, completely outside of the swimming pool, right? And then we have the inner post, right, inside the swimming pool, and this is not a problem because then we can put something underneath, support underneath, right? So you're not going to have a problem like a puncture, into the fabric, right, into the pond liner, right? So this is it, and then we simply build stairs, set up stairs here, and for ascending, then another one, for descending. So we could actually make this platform slightly, wider, right? So you have more room to stand. Also, we have deck inside, right? We have, this at the entrance, the kind of a landing. Then we have deck on both sides, so you can walk through this and then have a stairway. So when you step inside the water, lots of room above, right? Then we can create a loft, right? This is the middle level, and this is a lower level, lower than the middle. And then you simply through the stairway you come to this loft, and this loft simply is a platform for you to stand, and then you can simply you can plant flowers, right, or vegetable on the street shelf, right? So and then you can attend them, right? the plants, right? And then this stairway just a simple idea, right? We didn't put the railing, right? This is just present the idea, and they can be narrow, right? Not as wide as this, right? And other things, this is, and we keep both sides open without using a door, right? This is just a cover, right? Shelter, right? To create the the shade you need, right? When there's no cloud and the sun is burning hot, right? And then you can use this to create a shade, because when you feel depending where the sun is, then you can select which panel to fill with soap bubbles, right? To create a shade. And this side is wide open, so it's just like like before. You normally this swimming pool come with ladders, right? It's just a double ladder. Climb up and then coming down, right? Just like this side, but so you can still have relative open space over here. If you want more open space on this side, what you can do is simply select that. I mean, move the whole thing to the right, or we just, for simplicity, right? We just simply move this outside. You see, so, and you move to a point. The side touching, right? The side touching the right, almost touching the post, right? Then you have, see, in this case you have a lot of open. Oops, sorry. You have a lot of open area for your swimming pool, right? Because the point is to get some shade, right? But some people may still like, when it's cloudy, right? And then you may want to, stay here, right? So you have then give you the choice, right? So this way, and you can even move this when you make that change, right? So this is simply to seal off, as much as possible, so that prevent water evaporation. The loss of water through evaporation. And then that's it. So it's and the platform, we can have you can grow fish, actually, and you can even use pond liner to separate. You see, this is to separate this part. This is open part as for men to for person to swim, right? And then underneath the deck, you can can be isolated to growing fish, right? And to reach to feed the fish, or to catch the fish, you can open up certain area of the deck, right? So same thing over here, right? Of course, we have the bubbles soap reservoir, right? It's hidden underneath. Simply see underneath two of them. Rectangular tank. It's hidden right underneath the deck, so you don't see. And that's where you pump the soap liquid from to create the bubbles, right? To fill the cavity. That's it. Everything else the same, the exactly same dimension as our standard, PyraPOD4 Grande-17, right? But the only difference is the opening, right? So simply by when we cut the fabric, and we can do it differently, right? That's we can do this, right? So this is something yeah, give those people an idea. You have a swimming pool like this or other kind, right? We can just do it according to your need, right? Either standard like this case, we could standardize this one, call it, swimming pod or whatever, so it's PyraPOD, right? But it's meant for, yeah, for this purpose, right? Yeah, so if you want to do like what I'm doing to grow vegetable and do fish, aquaponics, then you can have, right, where you don't need this thermal mass, right? You may need one to dig, right, as I did. Yeah, so but just give you an idea, the swimming pool, actually you have a massive amount of water, right? You can use that to store the thermal energy, right? To even heat up the swimming pool, right? Because once you spray water or just create yeah, soap bubbles, right? Then the bubbles capture the solar energy, right, and heat up the liquid, right, and then when the bubble collapse and go back to liquid and go back to the reservoir, because the reservoir sit into this massive amount of water, so there's a natural heat transfer, right? So for that reason, we transfer the heat into the swimming pool, right, to make it slightly warmer, right? And at nighttime it's just yeah, so the inside is still warm, right? Yeah. So this way, because this Gary is in LA, Los Angeles, so the concern is not for winter problem, but it's summer too hot, right? Summer too hot and loss of water, so evaporation, and the fact you need shade to prevent, right, too much sun exposure, right, sun burning, and so you can, yeah, do something like this very quickly, simply exact the same thing, just when we cut the fabric and sew the fabric slightly different, and the legs, we change our design so we can make the leg longer or shorter, whatever you need, right, very easily, yeah, and easy even to customize, order the standard and you customize yourself, right? For example, this door, right, this thing could be yeah, it could be, you make first and cut later, that's possible too. Anyway, so that's something we like to present, and so through this we hope that you understand there's many ways to use the apply the SolaRoof technology, and yeah, to create a shade, a shelter like this, and to yeah, make it beautiful, right? It's so, yeah, it's like the first the first impression I had when I see this, it's I feel like this is the SpaceX, the return SpaceX rocket, right? Just landed on the top of the swimming pool. Yeah. Okay. Because the PyraPOD4, I'm building in my backyard. When I have the set up the the structure. I set up the even the shelving, right? And my neighbor saw it, right, and they say, oh, this is airship landed in the backyard. Yeah, so now it's the airship landed on top of California swimming pool. Yeah, swimming pool, yeah. Okay, so yeah, hope you like it, and subscribe my channel. We're gonna have more videos like this. Yeah, and as always, I mentioned that I set up a live cam, a live webcam on my on my project to basically you can watch 24/7 anytime. It's on all the time, and yeah, the URL will be I'll post it and in the video description. Yeah, you can just simply click and go and take a look. Yeah, so this way we you can see live, right? Right now just see the building process, but later on you're gonna we're gonna also have camera inside the greenhouse so you can see how things grow, and also check the temperature yourself, right? If you don't believe, then check the result, check the outside temperature, inside temperature, the soap reservoir temperature, also even the bubble temperature, so basically, give you a chance to see with your own eyes, right, what we are doing, right, and then you tell me whether it's working or not, right. So this way, the whole world is watching, right. So for those who like to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe my channel, and if you have questions, make sure you ask. At this stage you can most likely get the inventor himself, Richard Nelson, replying, right? But once he's too busy, directing all kinds of projects, he may not have the time to answer your question directly, right? So any question, yeah, we'll welcome. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you next time.